Hi, my name is Shanna. You're watching Spiritual Shanna. Let's get into the bitch. Cause this is gonna be fucking part two. I didn't expect to do a part two, but we're gonna do a part two of my essay this year. But this part two is gonna be more focused on like the healing process and like me, the emotions of going through it and like the more so the aftermath. More so the aftermath of that situation. Um, I don't know how vulnerable I'm gonna be. I'm not gonna lie. Because I think the aftermath is definitely worse than the whole experience. But I think I'm not sure how vulnerable I'm gonna be. We'll see. We'll see as we say the story. We'll see. We'll see. I'll try. I'll try my best. I'll try my best to be vulnerable and actually like be very truthful, very honest. Not that I would lie, but if I don't feel vulnerable or feel like being vulnerable, I might brush over something. But I'm gonna try not to. I'm gonna try to say it. Okay. So this is part two, and basically I left off that story of coming back to college, and so it's January. Spring semester is starting, and has started, and I was like, ugh, I'm not in that space anymore. I'm not in that house anymore. I'm not with that family anymore. Like, I'm in a new space. I'm at college. Like, it's gone. Like, I'm good. Like, I'm good. Leave that in the past. Like, please, leave that in the past. And I guess for a while, like, this was stage one of the grief, like, denial. Right? Let me look at the stages of grief just to make sure. Yes. Okay. So there's 5 stages of grief. There's denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance. Okay. And I believe I've been through all of it. And so we're going to talk about stage one. Okay. So I literally, I was trying to process it. I was like, I need to process it because, like, if I don't process it, it's going to affect, like, my semester and stuff like that. And so I was like, I was trying to talk about it with my therapist. I was like, I don't know if this is trauma, but it was kind of traumatic. I don't know, like, how it's affected me, but I think it affects me, but I'm not sure. Like, I don't really know. And she was like, well, did you talk to him about it? I was like, yes, I did. I was like, what did you say? And I said, oh, it made me uncomfortable, whatever. And she was like, well, that's a good job. And she was trying to reassure me like that was a good job. But that's not what I needed. That is not what I needed. I need a deep analyst, deep dive analyst. Let's dive deep in. Like, I need to like dive deep in to really comprehend. Like, no, he is fucked up. But I don't think she was getting that. And I was going to keep pushing for it. So I was just going to let it be. All right. And I tried talking about it with a friend. I expressed something about it first time, and like, I got to be honest, whatever. For the most part, I got to be honest and straightforward, and like they were very receptive, and they're like, oh my god, that's terrible, blah 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 blah. But like, I also needed to talk about this more. Like, I don't know where my mind is at. I don't know where my head is at. Like, I need to talk about this. And I don't think my therapist was doing a good job. Um, my therapist is not a trauma therapist, by the way. So that also made it a little more strange. I didn't know how to navigate that situation. So I was just trying my best to like use what I got. Like, I can journal, I can practice like calming down, I can like think it through, I can like talk to my therapist, I can like try to open up to friends, like whatever I can do, like I'm gonna try to do it. Okay. So but that friend, like, I felt comfortable telling that friend what happened because me and that friend have opened up to each other about things. Like, maybe not to like this extent, but like they've opened up like serious things on their end, right? So I haven't opened up something serious to this extent, but I have opened up about things serious though. And I felt comfortable going to this friend about this, but I felt shut down, and I felt like I was burdening them with this information. And so part of me just didn't want to tell anyone at all. So I was like, you know what? It's okay. I'm just not gonna, like, clearly, like, it's upsetting you for me to talk about it, even though I've always been an open ear for her. But clearly it's bothering you, so I'm just not gonna talk about it. It's too much for you, so I'm gonna deal with it on my own. And I think that is exactly what I did not need in that moment, because I needed to talk about it. I needed to keep talking about it. I needed to keep talking about it. But you know, when you feel shut down, you're gonna like keep being shut down in a sense. So, and I felt like I was, you know, helping other people, not like traumatize them, like spread the trauma to other people, but also like I also didn't kind of want to talk about it too. So it's like best of both worlds. I'm being a humanitarian and I don't have to be vulnerable. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, So yeah, like I tried to talk to my therapist about it again. I don't know if I tried to talk to my therapist about it again. I think I just kept brushing past it. No, I'm sorry. I think me and my therapist met like every like 2 weeks or something. And I think at that point, when we met, like I already had like a mental. No, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm telling this story wrong. Okay, so like I'm really trying to like be academic, like be scholarly. Like I'm trying to focus on my shit, like focus on my schoolwork, my academia, my homework, my professors, my stuff like that, my college social life, and that's what I would talk about with my therapist. I wouldn't talk about anything else. And when it came to friends around me, I wouldn't talk about anything else other than school, academia, school settings, and like social settings or whatever. Like that's all I talk about. And I think for me, it wasn't more so about trying to keep it a secret. It was more so about like when I'm distracted, like I don't have a chance to think about it. And so it's kind of like a win-lose situation, because I kind of need to be distracted in order to not think about it, but me distracting myself only makes that shit worse. So it's like playing a catch-up game. Like distract, it's gonna catch up. It's gonna, like, you just have to, and then it's gonna top you. Like one day it's gonna top you, and that's what happened. But like I remember one time I was literally in the library. I was literally doing homework. I was literally like reading like one of my journal articles, whatever, for class, and I just started thinking about it. Like I wasn't even thinking about it just to think about it. I was like, just a thought popped up, right? And then a thought led to another thought, and then a thought led to another thought, and then the motion started coming back, and I was in the library. And baby, I had to pack up my shit and go to my dorm really quick, because like I couldn't hold back the tears. Like I couldn't hold back the breakdown I was about to experience. And it wasn't like a secret bathroom breakdown. It's like you need to be in your room breakdown. Like ugly cry breakdown. Like, yeah. I think I ended up missing class, like my second day of class. After that, because I misscheduled like a meeting, and I scheduled my therapist meeting for that class. That's before I had. I don't know why I scheduled it for that actually. I should have had the schedule. I don't know. But I accidentally scheduled it for that. And so I decided to skip class. Because clearly I needed it. But I still then did not talk about what just happened. So I was like, okay, we're just going to talk about school and keep it pushing. And don't get me wrong, the therapist worked wonders in letting me know, girl, you need to calm the fuck down and you need to stop pushing yourself so hard. Like, it's not that deep. I promise you, everything's gonna be fine. And everything was fine. But, like, I think it's because, like, I was in such a stressed state on top of, like, feeling like I do need to constantly like, keep doing work. Like, I don't know. It's because I have ADHD. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like it's really hard to find that work-life balance, but I found it. Took me a couple semesters, but I found it. 3 semesters to be exact, but I found it. And 4 semesters, I found it. But like, yeah, like I needed to calm down. It was only making me worse. Like my body, like that's another thing we're talking to talk about. Like I was starting to get like physical symptoms. I thought it was anxiety. I thought it was like something else. Like I thought it was like anxiety or something. Well, I don't know what I thought it was. I was like, this is strange as fuck because this was happening last semester and then it stopped and then like it started happening again. And now part of me was like, is it because of weed? But I'm like, that's not true because like freshman year and they never had this. So I was like, it can't be weed. And then I'm like, okay, I need to go to the doctor, right? I was also, you need to keep up with me because I have ADHD. You need to keep up with me. So I was also becoming friends with this other girl, completely different from the first girl. I was becoming friends with this first girl, and I feel like it was nice, but like in that state, in my state, in that current state, in that moment, like in my state in that moment, not my current state, but in that state in that moment, like I just was too stressed to be like engaging in gossip, engaging in like things like that. It was really stressing me the fuck out. Like I couldn't do it. Like it was stressing me the fuck out. Like I don't know how to even like articulate it to you. Like it was stressing me the helly out. Like I could not like comprehend it. I was like, maybe it's like this is draining my energy. And it was draining my energy, but like I was like, you know what, let me just take a break from her. And yeah, I literally went to go to the doctor, figure that shit out, did some blood work. Bitch, nothing came back. Because it was more it wasn't neurologic. Was it neuro? I don't know if this is neuro. Well, nervous system. Is it neuro brain? Or is it study of the nervous system? I don't know. But it was more neuro than anything else, blood work related. So, or anything you could have seen in blood work. I searched up the symptoms. I was like, what the hell is this? Like, because I saw a TikTok. Of course, it was TikTok. I saw a TikTok of someone talking about, oh, I am healthy. I do this. I go to the gym. I did this, and I got a stroke. I was like, what the fuck? Why is this on my... I was like, am I gonna get a stroke? Very, very gullible, very susceptible to bullshit. Anyways, I was like, oh my god, am I gonna get a stroke? Like, what the fuck is this? And she was like, yeah, like I keep overextending my energy, keep overextending myself. I was like, okay, let me do some more research into this on TikTok. And then, so people kept talking about their personal experiences, and people were like, yeah, as someone who had like cardiac like heart like not cardiac like not disease but like a heart attack and then later on then had a stroke, or I don't know if it was vice versa, but they were all talking about immense levels of stress. Like all the videos kept talking about immense level of stress. I was like, okay, so maybe stress is something that I should look into because clearly anxiety, I was like, maybe because I was looking it up. And I was trying to find what the symptoms were. And I was like, okay, is this anxiety? And I was like, okay, and maybe it could be anxiety. It could be anxiety. And I'm like, okay, stress. Like, what does chronic stress look like? And I'm like, bro, this is chronic stress. Like, I was literally in a state of chronic stress to the point that it was literally like it wasn't impairing me and impairing my body. I don't know. I don't know if I can, like, if I could say that it wasn't doing that, because I was terribly tired all the time. And you know, maybe you could say, oh, you weren't getting enough sleep. No, like, my physical body was in constant fight or flight, and I was constantly thinking about doing homework when I should have been processing what my uncle did. Like, dead ass, like, and I wouldn't give myself a break. Like, I would give myself like a break, a day break here, a day break there, because like, if you like were to take like a week off of school, like, that's a lot of work to catch up on, and I just did not have the time to be catching up on work. Like, I barely be handing shit on time. Like, please, like, playing catch up is not a fun game. Like, it's really atrocious. So I'm like, I'm not trying to like take a week off of school or even 2 weeks. Like, that's too much. That's too much. I did it before. Almost got called. I almost got like sent to the BCC. Like, so like, I cannot be doing that. And so I was searching it up. I took the blood work. Nothing happened. I was like, okay, let me search this shit up. I'm realizing it's chronic stress, and I'm like, okay, what the fuck is that? I'm looking into it, and I'm like, okay, let me search the symptoms that I had and see if that's like a possible sign. Yes, it's a sign. It's a sign of chronic stress. And I really don't want to, I don't know. I don't know why I'm so secretive about it, but like, okay, so I don't know. I don't really want to. I'm not gonna. But I was having symptoms, and it was definitely crazy. I don't want to say crazy. It was definitely like, what the fuck, you know? But anyways, I was like, okay, it's because I'm stressed. I need to reduce the amount of people that I'm around. I need to not hang out with people as much, because, you know, people are draining. People do drain your energy. Whether you're having a good time, a grand old time, a bad time, it don't matter. People are going to drain your energy. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter for good company. It doesn't matter for bad company. You're going to feel depleted. Okay, so I could not, for the life of me, be hanging around people like that. If I'm out, it's because I have to be out. If I'm hanging around people, because I have to be hanging around people. If, like, I'm not in my dorm and I'm in a public area, like an eating area, it's because if I go to my dorm, I'm not going to do my work. So I have to not be in my dorm in order to, like, function as a proper student. Like, I can't be in my dorm like that. So, like, if I'm outside of my dorm, I'm only doing it because I cannot work in my room for the life of me. Anyways, I really had to limit the amount of people around people I was talking to. And the only real social thing I was being a part of this campus group, this campus cultural group that I'm in. And that was literally the only thing I was willing to do that required like a social battery of me. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, don't get me wrong, I had fun, blah, blah, blah. But mind you, distractions, like I said before. I also still needed to do my work. Whenever I did study alone, do homework alone, I always did that shit alone because I work better alone. I don't work better with other people. Like, we don't get any work done. Like, don't get any work done. And, like, yeah, I really tried. Like, even going to the gym was stressful. Like, I had to stop going to the gym because going to the gym was stressful. Like, think about it. You're putting your body through this immense, like, energy. Like, you're just pushing a whole bunch of adrenaline into your body, and your body's already like little shaky, little like jittering, like like bro. And then you're gonna go to the gym like now, don't get me wrong, I was still going to the gym, but like, I definitely stopped once I finally started putting pieces together. Like, things that I'm doing that worked for me last semester are not going to work for me this semester because of the state that my body's in. So I cannot be going to the gym like that. I cannot be exerting that much energy. I cannot be hanging around people like that. I cannot be eating dinners with people like that. I cannot be talking to people like that. I cannot be giving handshakes and dabbing people up like that. Don't touch me. I I can't be doing any of that. Like, I genuinely cannot. I can't just get like random dinners with people like anymore. Like, it's just too much. Like, I can't do it. Yeah. So I think it definitely started to like weigh in like my academics, because not that I was ever like failing, but I think I was like so stressed. Like, I constantly was like, oh my god, like I need to not fail. Like, I was never close to failing. But like, cause you're so stressed, your mind will do anything. Like, anything you're hyper focused on, you are going to apply stress to it. And so like, although I was like getting my work done for the most part, trying my best to show up to class late, but I do have my disabilities, so but I try my best to show up to class on time. But I just, in that state, that was pretty debilitating. Like, it was pretty much an impairment. Like, I literally, like, one time I was just so fucking stressed, I literally could not go to class because I was like, I looked like I was going through withdrawals, like heroin withdrawals. I need you to understand what chronic stress can do to you. I looked like I was going through fucking withdrawals. And I just literally stayed in my room that whole day, and I left my room for a little bit to go eat, do some work in the library. Sorry, I lived in a building near my fucking library, so it was easy just for me to go back and forth. Once I feel accomplished at the library, I go back to my fucking dorm. I'm not staying out. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. I'm going to my fucking dorm, right? I try my best to be as productive as I can outside of like skipping, but like I just couldn't. And that's another thing I had to incorporate: practical skipping. I had to practically skip class in order to not look like a junkie. That's not appropriate term, but I just need you to understand like the severity of the situation. Like, basically at this point, the chronic stress was like a disability at this point, because it was impairing my everyday like abilities. Like, I always felt tired. I always needed naps more. Like, I needed more napping. Like, that is something new. That is something like unprecedented. Like, me napping is like something I don't do. Like, but I needed that because I constantly needed energy. What else? I had to skip. I had to skip classes. People won't understand it. People will never understand it because they think, the stress levels that they live under is normal and healthy. But if you were in my body, you would not feel that way. You could not feel that way. You probably would drop down and be in the hospital. So I incorporate practical skippings. Like, I would not go to every single class. Like, it was definitely necessary. If I need to have like a me day, I won't go to class. I won't go to class. I incorporated mandatory self-care days, like things just to make me feel like nice. Like, every week. Every week we had to do it. Every week I dropped habits. I dropped smoking. Like, I don't smoke anymore because it was just making me, it wasn't making me more anxious, but it was making like the symptoms. I feel like it was making me anxious, but like more anxious than I already was. Like, it was very easy on a regular basis to like ignore the anxiety, no, the stress levels that I was at. But like, if I was physically like getting symptoms, like feeling the symptoms, like that's how you know that shit's bad. But like, I swear with you, with weed, like no ease, like I'm feeling the symptoms. Like, it just like my stress levels were already high, were already there, but like we just took it extra. It just kicked it up a bit. And so like, I don't smoke weed anymore. I don't smoke weed anymore. Like, it's not good for my stress levels. It's not good for my anxiety. Like, like depression and weed, depression, anxiety. Even depression and weed. The weed just makes depression worse. I think. Everyone has their own experience, and I understand that. But for me, I think it just makes it worse. So I just, and it's, first of all, it's hard to be productive with weed. For me. And I get all my work done, and then I smoke weed, and it's like, I don't want to talk. We're not going to talk about weed. We're going to talk about weed another video. We can open up about weed and go all in depth on my journey on weed and smoking weed, and it comes to final quits, because this is not my first time quitting. Not my first time, but we can talk about that. We can open up about that. I'm definitely more than willing to talk about that. But for this time, I had to quit weed. It was atrocious. Like, it was annoying. I was already like I said, I'm not productive with weed. Like, I'm already like skipping. Like, I'm already having to do all of this extra stuff. So like, I won't, like, my stress levels be high. Weed makes my stress levels high, and not only does it make my stress level high, but like, it's intervening on my academic success. You know what I'm saying? So I had to just get rid of it. Like, you can procrastinate in peace, but procrastinate in peace and like have your stress levels low. Like, please. Like, I'm not saying like, oh, procrastinating is good. Procrastinating is not good. It's a habit that we all need to break. But if we're gonna procrastinate, if we're gonna like do shit like that, if we're gonna like not be productive, fine. Do I need to raise my stress levels while in the process of doing that? No. Like, even like how I was eating, like, I don't even know, like, I feel like I was like developing like a sugar addiction. Like, I'm so serious, like, because like I needed like the constant like soothing, like constantly soothe myself. So like I would eat a lot of sugar, and sugar calms me down. Sugar calms down my nerves. Like, that was literally an insane thing. And my school, they'd be making some bomb ass fucking shit about like dessert. Okay, so basically I went into a whole tangent about the things that I had to do in order to like get through my semester at college, and I definitely broke that sugar addiction. Please. I am active now. I'm very active now. I don't necessarily lift heavy at the moment, but like I think it's like conditioning that I'm doing right now so I could get back into the gym. And I don't know, but I don't know. I'm not smoking weed. I'm off that shit forever. I'm off that shit for good. Yeah. So, for the most part, those are the things I had to do in order to get through the semester. Some of them were good. Some of them are things I'll probably keep, like practical skipping. I think that is something that is definitely worth it. Like, skipping 2 weeks in a row, that's bullshit. But you can like skip like once every 2 weeks. Like, once every 2 weeks, like something like that. Once every week or something like that. Or one class every week. Like, it doesn't have to be the same class, but like, I think practical skipping is good for your nervous system. Sometimes you just need that break. Sometimes you just need to not be overexerting yourself. Because do you want to overexert yourself and go to class, or do you want to overexert yourself, go to class, and probably drop down and need to go to the hospital, or like just take that necessarily break in time that you need, you know? And that's honestly how I had to think about it, because I had to just put aside the label of being lazy or looking lazy. I know how much work I put in behind the scenes. Like, I know how much work I do, but I just had to put aside the fear of looking lazy and having people say, "Oh, she does nothing. Like, what did she even do? Like, oh, like, I don't even see her do work, honestly. I just can't care what they have to say. Like, I just have to just do what I have to do in order to calm and reduce my fucking stress." And yeah, okay, so I talked about denial a bit. I talked about barely trying to talk about it, using schoolwork, using my obligation as a cultural and being a cultural club leader, to like not really focus on what happened to me. So now we are into the second. You can't see it. We are into the second stage of anger. Now it didn't happen that whole time, and then I'm in anger. It happened that chunk, and I went on a tangent and talked about everything else. So tangential to that one, tangential to that one. So denial, and then I started coming to acceptance about it. Like I guess like in February, maybe. I think it was once I blocked him. Let me, because I made a TikTok the day I blocked him, and I'm going to tell you the date of that. I did make a TikTok the day I blocked him, because like I saw him in like a dream, and I'm like no, this is fucking ridiculous. It was March. It was March. I waited March to block him. Like at that point, before that point, although I didn't block him, I was still dodging calls, dodging text messages, dodging all of it. Like he was still basically talk to himself on my phone and try to call me. I'm not answering. March, I literally was like, I'm done. Please leave me the fuck alone. I blocked him. And then like, yeah. I was like, but I still do think like February I was like starting to get like mad about it. Like I was starting to get like actually like processing it. Like this shit actually happened. Like no, he was being weird as shit. Like no, like no, like he like you're supposed to be like someone I looked up to as a kid, and like you're supposed to be like my family, and like you betrayed my trust as a family member, and you were being completely inappropriate and completely like you completely ruined any further connection that we were gonna have. And it was really, really sad thing, because like I really did, he really was one of my favorite uncles as a kid. And um he was really one of my favorite uncles as a kid. And the fact that I grew up and you know, I get sexualized a lot, like a lot, like by a lot of people on a regular basis. And you know, you sometimes just expect when you're around family just to like have those buzzy noises on the outside, and just like have family just see you as like you, just see you as like a person, not see you as this sex object symbol, like something they can like take advantage of, or like I don't know, like manipulate or like try to groom in a way, like. But that was not the case, and so my trust was broken in a way, and not in a way, it was broken. And I think that was like something that was really pissing me off. Like I was really, really, really angry. And I was like, I don't know, like I just, the thought of him, like I was getting emotional flashbacks at this point. Like I was just starting to see everything again, again, and again, and again. Like, and it was just all making me so mad. I'm like, I was not only mad at him, but I was mad at myself. Like, why didn't you listen to yourself? Why didn't you like speak up sooner? We wouldn't have to have gone through all that. I don't know that for sure. I do not know that for sure. And I was not giving myself enough credit. I was not giving myself patience. I was not giving myself understanding, and I was just judging myself. And I felt like I was putting myself through this like whole like situation. Like this situation could have ended sooner if you had said something. And maybe that's true, but maybe not. And the fact that we don't know is worth saying, like, we don't know for certain what would have happened. And I think I deserve more patience than that. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like it wasn't fair for me to be doing that to myself. Like, psychologically wasn't fair, like emotionally wasn't fair, mentally wasn't fair, like physically wasn't fair. Like, I was already like stressed, like it just wasn't fair. But that's how I felt, and I had to really just one second. Yeah, so like I don't think it was fair for me to be doing that because like I was scared and I was mad at myself for being scared. I was mad at myself for like, I don't know, not setting boundaries sooner, not setting stronger boundaries, not doing this, not doing that. But it's like I was being those people that when people say, oh, this happened, they're like, well, if it was me, that I wouldn't have done that. I would have done this. You know, and after the math, like I was just beating up on myself, like emotionally about it. And like it was really, really, really fucking hard. And like, cause I'm like, bro, that shit you're saying is valid, but like that was not options in that situation based on how you feel, based on your experiences, based on your background. Like that is just not something you could have done. Like this is like something you didn't expect and anticipate. Like you didn't feel this like this weirdness like the past two ones. So it's like, yeah, you're gonna like, you know, give it a benefit of doubt. Yeah, you're gonna like, I don't know. Oh my god, bro. Bro, fuck. Okay. It's really easy to say what you would have done, what you could have done, what you should have done when you're not in this situation anymore or when you were never in this situation to begin with. But it's just not the same reality of as of when you are in the actual situation itself, when you are in and experience the actual thing yourself, you know, like live action, like you're it's not fair. It's not fair to beat up on yourself. Like it's not fair when other people do it. It's not fair, bro. Because it's not fair when other people do it. Say, oh well, if that was me, I would have done this. How is that supposed to make me feel under better? How is that not supposed to make me feel shitty? How is that like supposed to help me in a way? Like, oh, so the next time I know to do this. It doesn't matter. Some of my experiences, some with my brain, because I have the trauma from those past experiences. Someone who's already like overcoming people pleasing, someone who is what didn't anticipate, like never felt this um like unsafeness or like weirdness around this family member in particular. Like I've never felt this before, so it's very unexpected. So I really kind of am caught off guard and don't really know what to do in a sense. And I really am trying to give them a benefit of the doubt because it's like there's no way you're doing this to me. Like, and it's like lastly, what really got me angry is because like I am not a child. I am not a child anymore. And you're like, once you're a child, like, yeah, you're a vulnerable population, but like, I'm not a child, I'm an adult. And I think that was the hardest part of it all. Like, I should be able to speak up for myself. I should be able to defend myself. I should be able to protect myself. I should not have to experience that, period. I should not have to experience that, period. And I did. I still did. I thought I was fine. I thought it was good. I thought that stuff only was gonna happen to me like as a kid. Like, I didn't think like this would ever happen to me again. And it's not something you're supposed to ever anticipate. But I just never would have thought it would have been another family member. Like, if it were to happen again, I didn't think it would have been a family member. But it's a family member, and at that, it's one that I looked up to as a kid. Not look up to, but like, who one of my favorites, one I like admired, and like that, just experiencing all of it at once, like it was just too overwhelming, and so like, no, I didn't set strong boundaries. No, I wouldn't get angry and abrasive and aggressive like how I normally would with somebody. Like, I don't really care about that like that, or know about like that, or like, no, I didn't set like, I didn't like, I don't know, do something bold or do something courageous or do something like that showed them like I'm crazy or something. Like, I don't know, like, no, I didn't do any of that. Yes, I was scared. Yes, I was uncertain. Yes, I felt betrayed. Yes, I felt like a 7-year old all over again in that situation. I was mad at myself, but I was also mad at him for doing it. And because I'm understanding now more than ever, like, he knew exactly what he was doing. It was all meticulous. It was all calculated. Like, he knew what he was doing. He knew what to do in front of his wife. He knew what not to do in front of his wife. He knew when to push the boundaries. He knew when to not push the boundaries. Like, he knew what things were too innocent enough for me to call out, and he knew that it was making me uncomfortable because I did say something, but it's like, oh, you're just doing too much, and it's like, it was all calculated, and I was angry. I was so angry. I was so angry. I was so angry. And I still, at this point, I still forgot. No, that's not true. No, I think I did. I think I did forget again that he did kiss me. Like, I think I did forget again at this point that he did kiss me. Like, I didn't tell my therapist that. I didn't tell my, like, the friend that I opened up to about it. I didn't tell them that because at that point, again, I forgot. I repressed it because it was just so disgusting. And that's another thing that we're going to come into. And the disgust and the disgust that I felt, or like, and the shame I felt around it. Okay. Like, I was truly upset with myself for not defending myself enough, not protecting myself enough, not being like going crazy enough about it, like not being loud enough, not like causing trouble like I should have. Like, I don't know, like, I felt like I should have just been this crazy maniac, and that's the only way I could have, like, that's the only acceptable way for me to respond in that situation, and not take into consideration of my feelings, not take consideration of my experiences, my emotions, and how I typically respond in these type of situations. And the pattern was that I do freeze, and so it's like, I was upset with myself for freezing. I was upset with myself for not being fighty or flighty, not just packing up and leaving, or just like, or like trying to like start a fight, or just being argumentative, or like, or just like punching him in his face. Mind you, he's significantly bigger than me, by the way. So like, not just punching him in his face, or like doing something like ridiculous, like that could have probably got me in more trouble than like more trouble than I would have ever got into. I don't know how to explain it. Like I would have probably got like he probably would have pressed charges on me for assault, even though he was like psychologically torturing me. Um, yeah, and it was just like there was just so much anger around it. There was so much anger. Um, and I just wanted to like I don't even know if I should say this, but like I just wanted him to hurt the way I was hurting because like and not emotionally. I wanted something bad to happen to him. I wanted something fucking bad to happen to him. I I didn't want to do it because I don't want to go to jail for that. Like you're not worth it. I don't. I just don't want to go to jail. Period. But I did want something bad to happen. I just needed like something bad to happen just to like avenge myself. You know, like to feel like yes, like I feel avenged. I feel better. No, but that wouldn't have made shit better. That wouldn't have made shit better. I wouldn't have felt better. I wouldn't have like moved on with my life better. Like it would have still hurt really, 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 really fucking bad. And another thing that's pissing me off that he kept trying to reach out to me. Like now I know for a fact that you're guilty as shit and you know what you did was fucking wrong. And that pissed me off, bro. Because like if you really were to if you really wanted to be manipulated, like you should have just never reached out and acted like what you did was fine and cool and handy dandy. I would have still been I would have still peeped your game, but you doing everything you were doing afterwards, trying to call me, trying to check up on me, trying to do this, trying to say I don't know, like how are you, how's school? I would never respond, but like I now know what you were on. Like I now know for a fact that you're guilty as shit. I now know for a fact that you feel guilty. Cause we had this little conversation. Now he knows how I feel. Now he knows how I'm interpreting it. And I'm on to you. I'm on to your ass. Like I'm on to you. And the next stage is like bargaining. And like I I don't really know how to describe this stage because I don't think this stage was really definitive to me, but I do remember like a moment in like the whole bargaining process, I guess. I do remember like praying about it. I do remember praying about it and was like I was just asking like I don't even know what I was talking about. Like, I was just like, I feel like I was bargaining in a sense. I was trying to bargain with God and was asking for like, not forgiveness, but like just to never ever 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 have that experience again, to never ever ever have anything like that again, to never experience anything like that again. And I don't know what I said I would do in return. I don't know what I said I would give up in return. I don't know what I said I'd start doing in return. I don't know what I said, but I said I was gonna do something or not do something or continue something. I don't know what the fuck I was saying, but like I clearly this stage is agreed. Clearly it wasn't that serious about it. I don't know. I don't even remember what I was fucking talking about. But I just feel like I needed to surrender this. Like I just couldn't handle it anymore. Like I needed to surrender it to some higher force, some higher entity, some higher power. Like I just could not deal with this anymore. Like, please take this away. Take this. Take the pain. Take it back. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it. Like, let me be like, I will never, ever, ever. I don't even know what I was saying that I would never do again, or like, I would continue to do, or like, I don't know if I would start to do. I don't know what my terms and conditions were, but all I know is I was saying I don't ever want to be sexually assaulted again. I never want to experience that again. I don't ever want another experience of it again. I don't ever, ever, ever want anyone like that around me again. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it. And so I feel like that was my bargain. That's the only clear. And I feel like I was bargaining because like I was doing what I was saying I was doing, but I don't know what I was doing. So like I forgot. like, um, maybe it was to continue what I was doing, um, like producing content, like putting myself out there, like serving for the collective, serving for the community, whatever, whatever, whatever. I don't know what I was saying, but that I do, but I think it was something to continue. I don't know what the fuck I was doing, but I don't think I definitely talked about giving up weed. I don't think I mentioned that part, but yeah, like looking back now, it's funny. It's funny in a way, but I was really trying my best to process. I was really trying my best to heal. I was trying to do anything I can to just, bro, like I feel the pain right now, bro. Like I feel it, bro. Like I feel it talking about this shit. I feel it because I have not talked about this shit with anybody, bro. Like I'm telling you, like I have not walked anybody through what I was going through. I have not walked anybody through what I was like um thinking about, like what I was like feeling, what I was like actually going through in my body. Like I couldn't, like not I couldn't, but I didn't want to, and I also felt like, bro, like they don't understand, so why the fuck am I telling them, bro? Like, and it's true, like you don't understand, so why the fuck am I telling you? You're not gonna help me, like, and you don't have any tips or tricks, so there's no point. Okay, depression. This is kind of a tricky one because I don't know. I don't know. And I think I was very much depressed. I think, I don't know. January, February, March, April. April was spring break. March is when I did the blocking. I don't know. I don't even remember March for real. But I would miss classes here and there. Um, I was skipping. I was definitely skipping like crazy. Um, I don't know. And I feel like I don't know because that was the depression. Like there was nothing distinctive about it. I feel like I was just living every day on autopilot. Like I was a walking fucking zombie. Like I would get up, I would go to class, maybe. I do work. I definitely did work. I didn't go to class all the time, no. But I definitely did work. I ate. I maybe attended my meetings. Like not maybe. I did attend my meetings. I don't know. And then I do it all until I felt tired. And I am a night showerer, by the way. I love showering at night. I feel better when I shower at night. I just feel like that's the way to end the day. I can start the day however I want. Like it's nothing. It's not that big a deal to me. But like, I'm a night showerer. Like I don't like showering in the mornings for real. But I became a morning shower at that point. Like I just didn't have any much time for myself. I didn't have like time to take care of myself. I didn't have time to like stay on top of myself. Like I could talk about other things like physically that I wasn't taking care of. Like I know I wasn't taking care of, like I don't think I was really taking care of skincare. I was in like um like I was brushing my teeth, but I wasn't really flossing. Like, and flossing is really big for me, by the way. Flossing is really, 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 really big for me. So I wasn't flossing. Um, um, I don't know. Yeah. Um, I do think I was depressed. I do think I was living every day on autopilot. And I don't know. But I know for a fact that I was definitely having mental health issues, bro. Like I was definitely, I don't know. Like, okay. I would say like I was definitely depressed. Like I was literally like contemplating like suicide. And um like I said, I never told anybody my thought process. I never said this shit to anybody. I never told anybody this, what the fuck was going on throughout my whole semester. So that is my first time. And I'm saying it to a fucking camera. And I don't know how many people are gonna watch this. I don't know who's gonna watch this. So, yeah. I was contemplating suicide. And then I just chose not to. And then I just went about life like nothing happened. And it's not funny, like, it's not funny. It's just kind of ridiculous how I do this weird shit, like, just find another distraction, you know? The distractions is what is making this shit worse. The distractions is, like, enabling the emotions to, like rupture unchecked, like just rupture and ooze out. Like, you multitasking when you should be like focusing on your emotional state, your mental state, like where you are mentally and emotionally, like instead of like trying to like, oh, I gotta do this, like. But at the end of the day, like, I really don't think professors were gonna give a two shits, because like, I don't know, I just don't think they care sometimes. So I only know one professor that actually cares. One professor. And I'm about to have him again next semester. I know he's gonna be fucking sick of seeing me. And he's like, oh, this girl again. I don't give a damn. He's gonna keep seeing me. He's gonna keep seeing my face. He's gonna keep seeing me. Yeah. Like, he is literally the best. And like, he doesn't even know that I think he's the best. Like, I really should tell him, but like there was times that I was thinking stupid shit, and I literally went to one of his office hours, and he was like, okay, you know what, I know I noticed you keep like missing class, so the least you can do, let's see, we can revise everything every week, all the material, all the work every week during office hours, and we can schedule an office hour every Thursday. And yeah, I was like, okay. And I'm here, and I'm a politics major, and he's a politics professor. Yeah, he was really, 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 really helpful. Like, he's the only person I know that's actually helpful. Maybe a little judgmental, or maybe his face is just judgmental. I don't know. But I don't know. I don't care. Yeah. But I definitely was contemplating suicide. Like, it was like really like, it was a serious thing. It was like very serious. And like, my phone wasn't even working. Like, I had another phone. Like, where is it? Like, this phone is fucking broken. Like, this phone is like literally fucking broken. And like, I literally couldn't even like work it properly. Mind you, I couldn't even like call a suicide hotline if I really wanted to. Like, type shit. Like, I couldn't really do that if I wanted to. Like, I didn't really have anyone I felt comfortable like talking to, opening up to, because I felt like I'm putting my problems on other people. Like, I don't like the thought of that. I don't like the thought of that at all, because like, it's my childhood. Like, I always felt like, you know, I don't want to say a burden, but like, I knew how expensive it was having a child, and especially when you have a single mother and like, you know, you're poor. So like, even then, like, I just don't feel like putting a burden on other people. And especially with the first part of like the first part of the semester, like, I already tried opening up to somebody, and I felt like I was putting too much on them, like mentally and emotionally. So I just stopped. I just like, you know what, this is something for you to deal with and you to deal with alone. Like I opened up about it with somebody else, but that's because I know for a fact that they've been through something like similar. So I feel like when it comes to like SA victims, there is also a gradient, a scale, and who you can really feel like you can open up to. I don't know, but I don't know. I'm not friends with the first girl anymore, by the way. I'm friends with the second person that I opened up to, and I was like really like validating. I didn't need comfort. I just need validating. I didn't need like a pat on the shoulder like that. I just needed someone to be like, you're not fucking crazy. Okay, you're not fucking crazy. And I knew I wasn't fucking crazy. But I worked so hard. I worked overtime to convince myself that I was fucking crazy. And I just wasn't sure anymore. Even though I was very fucking sure. I just wanted somebody else to say it. I needed somebody else to say it. But I think the more I wanted somebody else to say it, I needed to say it to myself. Like, it's true. It happened. You're not crazy. I feel like the more I wanted other people to say it, the more I wanted other people to like tell me, like those were times and of me subconsciously telling myself, no, you need to say it. You need to believe that this actually happened to you. You need to like know, like just because like you didn't anticipate it doesn't mean it's not like plausible. It doesn't mean it's not possible, you know? Like, this is something that happened. Like, you don't need a rational explanation for this. There's nothing that needs to be rational about this. It happened. You trusted this person. You admired this person growing up, and they betrayed your trust like that. And that's just what it is. And that's just what it is. I was depressed. I did contemplate suicide, like seriously, not like, oh, like passive thoughts. Like it just started hitting me all at once. Like I just couldn't do it anymore. And you know, school started back up. You know, you got another day's work. You just gotta get up, and this is why I don't like capitalism. But hey, we're not talking about capitalism. We're not getting radical right now. You just gotta get up. You gotta go to school, and you gotta keep going to school again. You gotta keep putting in work. You gotta keep. There's other things I have to do. Like I'm already very fucking stressed at this point. After just contemplating fucking suicide, I'm very fucking stressed. I'm very fucking stressed, and I feel like I was going berserk. I was going crazy. I felt like, oh my God, I'm gonna fail this. I'm like, oh my God, I don't know. Like I wasn't like, I don't think I was on top of my work enough. Like I don't think I was on top of myself enough. Like I feel like I'm gonna fail this. I didn't fail. I'm fine. Mind you, high stress, anything you think of will just be in demise, right? And my mindset was just ass. Like I needed to like stop worrying all the time. I needed to like stop worrying, but it's hard to stop worrying when I was in that constant state. And it was really hard for me to get myself out of that because like I felt like every time I tried to sit down to process it, it was either way too hard or I just didn't have enough time, and I had to just get something done for class, for school. Like I didn't have the time. I didn't have time to allocate to myself to just process it out. And I could have definitely allocated time on the weekends to just do nothing. Just do nothing. Be still. Do nothing. But even then, like I had shit to do, you know. It wasn't until finals I actually, like at this point, like past day, like everybody was like, most campus was gone. This is like even after college graduation type shit. Like I actually like started sitting down and processing this shit with myself, and like actually let my mind process that I was like actually contemplating suicide. Like that is something I didn't even want to think about. Like the fact that I even thought about that, I didn't even want to think about that. I fucking thought about it. Like I didn't want to think about it. And I feel like this constant behavior of pushing things to the side and waiting for it to get way worse until we address it just has to go. So I had to just address it. I had to just accept it. And even then, we didn't do all the acceptance or whatever and all the processing or whatever. But I did do a good chunk of it. So I had a lot of time to myself. I had a lot of days to myself to just relax, to not stress, for my body just to be normal and be normal. Because I know what stress can do to you. I know what it can do to your psyche. I know stress can put you into psychosis. I know stress can make you fucking physically ill. I know stress can put you into the hospital and have you hospitalized. I know what stress can do. I know what stress can do. I know stress can give you a fucking heart attack. I know what it can. It could give you a fucking stroke. Stress can give you a fucking stroke. I'm very fucking aware of what stress can do. So I was just using that time to myself to try my best not to like constantly like worry and everything. I know everything's gonna work out, but you know, everybody else is worried for me, so they're projecting it onto me, and it's like it's annoying. So finally June comes, and is it June? Yeah, it's June. So June comes, I'm in Georgia where I reside, and I don't talk to nobody. I just don't talk to nobody. I don't text nobody. I don't call nobody. I don't FaceTime nobody. Like, I'm not conversing with anyone. Like, no, get the fuck off my phone. Like, I'm not talking to anybody. Nobody's talking to me. Nobody's getting access to me. Like, I really had to cut down on social media too. I wasn't posting on social media. Like, I wasn't like doing anything with social media. Like, I have other accounts. I have my TikTok account. I wasn't even posting on there. I just needed the whole month to myself. I just needed the whole month to process everything. I just needed the whole month to just come to terms with everything that happened. Yeah. And I think, no, I know June is like when I process everything. Like, I process everything. And this is the final stage of grief, of coming to like the stage of acceptance. And like, I am in a place of acceptance right now. Yes, if I think about it, it hurts. It still hurts. But I'm in a better space right now. And I do believe that I was also having like CPTSD sometimes, but who am I to diagnose myself? You know, just because I was right with the ADHD thing, it doesn't mean I have a like starstruck luck, you know. Maybe I do. But I think it is CPTSD because of what I experienced in the past as well, compared to that. And I was the constant flashbacks, like, yeah. I'm in a much better place right now, and I just need you to understand, like, if anything has ever happened and you feel like this is too hard, dive in head first and take as much time as you need. Dive in head first and really take your time to process. Really give yourself patience. Really not judge yourself in this whole process, because it's hard. It's really hard, and hard to be optimistic, hard to fathom anything else outside of that, or outside of the current state that you're living in. It's hard to fathom, like, damn, life gets better? What the fuck? There's no way. Like, it's hard to fathom, like, shit, I have more fucking healing to do. Like, this shit's fucking annoying. Like, it's hard. It's hard as shit. Nobody says healing is easy. Nobody says processing your emotions is easy. But yeah, I feel lighter. Ish. Yeah, I feel lighter. No, I feel lighter. I'm not gonna lie. I don't want to post this video. I don't want to post any of them. I don't want to post the one I recorded before. I don't want to post this one. But I do think someone needs to see this. I do think people need to see this. I do think there are people who have experienced something awful who do need to like see this video. And don't blame yourself for not protecting yourself. It's easier to say what you should have done, what you could have done when you're not in the situation anymore. But when you're in that situation, like, well, at least me, when I was in that situation, I felt like a child all over again. I felt like I was 7 years old and I was saying, like, no, you're not, like, anyways, I was, like, saying no, and, like, my nose was just, like, dismissed, and I was molested. And over again. And over again. So, I just feel like, give yourself some fucking grace. Give yourself some fucking grace. And I wish I could have told myself that. Give yourself some fucking grace and back the fuck off. Because this shit is not easy. This shit is never going to be easy. It's never going to be easy to process any shit like that. It's only going to be easy when you get to that stage of acceptance and you can fucking record a fucking long ass video talking about that shit and you're actually going to post it to the fucking internet. That's when it gets easier. But it's never going to be easy to remember. It's never going to be easy that actually happened to you. It's never going to be fucking easy that you experienced that. And that people that you trusted or trusted not to do that shit to you have done that shit to you. It's never easy to process that and think of that and remember that. It's never easy to move forward with family and be like, this happened. It's never easy to fucking, like, not know if people are going to cut you off or cut them off because of what you're saying. You know, it's not easy. It's not easy at all. It's not easy when you're telling someone something very serious and they want to know the other side of the story. It's not easy at all. Know you are loved, bro. Don't fix temporary situations, temporary issues, temporary problems with permanent situations, permanent solutions, permanent answers. Because that's not fair to you. That's not fair to your inner child. That's not fair. The inner child that had dreams about your life, or had dreams about where you wanted to go, had dreams about what you wanted to do. It's not fair. But I'm not gonna be like, that's wrong. I'm just telling you, like, it's just not fair to yourself. But it's understandable of why your mind would go into a place like that, why your mind would even fathom an option like that, why your mind would even contemplate something like that, because it's very understandable and it's very valid. But I think before letting your mind, not even before, if you feel like you're in that situation, pick up that fucking phone and call somebody. pick up that phone and fucking call somebody. Call your fucking first contact if you have to. I don't give a fuck if you haven't spoken to that person in 10 fucking years. You call that person. You call the first contact you can. You call the first number you can think to call. You call the first contact person you can think to call. You call the person you most recently message. You call the fucking hotline. You search up that hotline. You call that hotline. You call anybody. Yeah. I'm going to try to take my own advice too. Because I have a hard time taking my own advice. That's the video. This was a hard video for me to make. And I know I come off really passionate, but like I need you to understand, like I need to do some meditation after this. Because my heart hurts. I still have some pain around it. I still have some lingering hurt around it. But that's the video. I hope you, I don't know. I hope you got something out of this. And energy getting a little stagnant in my body, starting to build up. So I don't know what you got out of this video, but I hope you got something. I hope it made you know you're not fucking crazy. I hope it made you feel a little more braver to take on your emotions and your issues head on. And I'm still here, and I still do fucking tarot fucking readings for people, and I help people heal, and I help people on their journey, and I help people make the best decision that they can for themselves. And I need you to know the world keeps spinning, and 5 years you'll be fine. A year from now you'll be fine. It does get better. It does take a while, but it does get better. I'm hungry. That's gonna be this video. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, comment. Please comment. I would like to know your thoughts. I'd like to know what you think. I really would like to know what you think. So please comment and subscribe and like and share it to someone if you think they need it. Share it to someone if you think they're going through something similar or went through something similar. Share if you think like I can help them understand what their situation was and help them understand the thought process I had and help them feel validated in a way. Because there is no fucking video online, bro, like that. Like, I wish I had a video like this, so I'm giving you a video like this, and you share with somebody you think needs a video like this, because I promise you there's no real video like this because people usually are not going to come on camera and talk about their sexual assault and not going to go in depth about it and not going to talk about that shit, bro. For real, for real, for real. Or people have, but it's just, I don't know. Yeah. So, or at least be this raw and open about it. So, I think, thank you for watching. Yes. Thank you for watching. Follow my TikTok, Shanna Got Time. I do tarot card readings on there. If you want to book me. My email is in that bio of TikTok. If you want to just follow me along my journey of becoming my higher self, just follow my Instagram about Shanna. I post pictures, do stories of me looking cute. I might post little snippets on my YouTube on there. And my TikTok, well, I need to keep it like separate. I don't know if I want to, I don't know. But you'll see me on there. You'll see me on all 3 platforms. So that is the video. Bye.